How are you, gentlemen? All your base are belong to us. And we are still playing Dreamfall The Longest Journey, and I discovered that I'm actually a bit excited. Yeah, I know, it's been a hell of a year. Or at least a hell of a midsummer for me and all, but hey man, I just enjoy playing games again. Well, I mean, not that I ever stopped enjoying playing games, but it's a little more fun now than it was a few months ago. But maybe it's that little feeling when you start reaching the finishing line of games, you know, when you kind of want to just get in there and keep going and just pedal to the metal and all the good stuff. Yeah, I am at that point with a few other games. I play a bit too many games, honestly, but I'm working on thinning them out. Anyway, let's see. We are now going to the ghetto. And to get there, this is the path. Although that wagon won't help you much. Let's go this way, enjoy the pretty scenery. And that fellow right there is a Dolmari. I have no idea what you are. But we are introduced to one of these in Dreamfall Chapters.
Potions, herbs, curiously shaped cookies, everything a wizard, witch or warlock may require, using only the finest organic ingredients. L1 bladders, rat tails, done.
Too much information, but that is Roper Clax. Now shut up. Jeez.
They kept the blue flame burning here at Old Town for 1,000 years apparently. It didn't even go out when the tyrant held the city.
Okay. Okay, apparently we're just passing through on the way to the harbor. Which should be this way if I'm not misinformed. Oh. I saw that 2D backdrop game. I see 2D backdrop again. Flappy Bird. I mean this... Yeah. With all its technical limitations, this is just gorgeous. Seriously. This is just goddamn beautiful. And what are you?
The Dark people are amazing. They're collectors, and they have a great library containing every book ever written.
That could be a pretty big library. Just saying. Oh, you look like a lion.
How are things going?
Most of the supplies are on board. We're missing a few crates of grains and vegetables, a delivery of potions, and some other bits and pieces.
Good. Don't linger too long.
The paperwork's already being processed by the Azadi. Those fools. If only they knew what...
Shh! Not here. I don't think it's a good idea to tempt fate.
I didn't think you believed in that spiritual claptrap, Raven. Fate? Ha! We make our own destiny.
Still, better to be on the safe side. You don't foresee any problems then?
Everything's in order. This ship's going to the islands. At least according to all the properly stamped and perfectly forged documents.
I'll rest easy only when you've reached safe harbor.
Don't fret. You'll rest easy soon enough.
What? He's one of us? Okay, thanks for telling me, game. You are one of the dark people, and we want to speak to you. But first, let's see if you have anything to say.
Snoring. Thought they didn't like the ocean. Maybe she's curious.
I am honestly not sure whether that's a saddle or a or an appropriately shaped hump and a bone plate on her ass. Can we talk to... No, we can't speak to you. Okay, never mind. Screw this.
I seek passage to your city. I wish to visit the library.
We are here to trade and to collect. We do not take on passengers.
Okay.
A long time ago, I sailed on one of your ships, and I met one of your people. He called me a wave.
Not many of your kind would lay claim to such a title.
I'm not laying claim to anything. I'm just telling you what he told me.
If you were a wave, we would grant you passage. But all I see is a human.
Which is nice. Certainly. Let's try some other dialogue options.
I'd like to ask for passage again.
We do not take on passengers.
I'm sure we can come to some sort of understanding.
We cannot. We do not take on passengers. Ever.
You did once. A long time ago, I was given passage on one of your ships.
Then you were fortunate. It does not happen very often.
God damn it. Try
I'd
again.
like to ask for passage again.
We do not take on passengers.
Bloody bloody blah.
I'll pay you good money for passage.
We do not crave money here.
Then what do you want?
We are here to find new additions to our library. Someday it will be complete, and we can see. Until then, we travel and we collect.
That's fascinating. And incidentally, as you can infer by his interesting idle animation, see, he's kind of hovering, not standing on solid ground. Let's see though, there were those books, right? So, actually, this is setting up a bit of a plot point in Dreamfall Chapters, I think. Yes, I talk about Dreamfall Chapters quite a lot here, I know. But, if this is what I think it is, we are going to talk about this book a lot more in that game. Thank you. Be quiet for a minute, please, and let me speak to you.
Good God, Roper Clacks.
At your service, milady. What may I do for... Wait. I know you. Where do I know you from? April. April Ryan.
Oh, well...
How lovely to see you.
Say what?
It's been too long, my dear. Too long.
Yeah. I guess it's been... long.
What have you been up to?
This and that.
How lovely. Me? I'm rehabilitated.
Okay. Okay, let's play along.
Rehabilitated? How so?
Being soundly walloped by you was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Really?
Oh, yes. It gave me perspective, time to think. When I finally escaped that confounding device, I joined WWWA. Wicked Witches and Warlocks Anonymous. It's a marvelous support group for wizarding professionals.
Oh.
Oh, it helped tremendously to find others who shared my affliction.
Affliction?
A desire for evil deeds and world domination, your basic, EDWD syndrome.
I see. And now?
Cured! I'm free of my desire to conquer and control, and I'm happy to be a simple merchant and published author.
I guess that's a good thing.
It is. It is indeed. So, April Ryan, is there anything I can do to help repay what you did for me?
So yeah. I think you should remember if you played The Longest Journey. But, we had a bit of a confrontation with this man in that game. And we sealed him in a calculator. So yeah. Well, this is actually what we want to talk to him about, author. But let's see about the others. Yeah, I'll try this first.
How did you get out of that calculator I trapped you in?
I had to learn advanced trigonometry. After that, it was as easy as multiplying the root of pi with the volume of my mathematical prison.
Oh, that sounds pretty complicated.
Yeah, it took me 5 years, but I gained some important personal skills in the process. I even had time to write a book, so it was all for the best.
Okay, good for you.
I actually do need some help.
That's great! Anything to assist the woman who turned my life around.
I'm looking for a way to get to the city of the Dark People.
Visiting old friends, I take it? Your adventures are the stuff of legends, April Ryan. By the way, did you ever read that pamphlet they published? The one with the amusing drawings? April Rye Bread and the Rod of Joy?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, I'll get that illustration where the Dolmari lady takes the Rod of Joy and sticks it right...
Anyway, about the Dark People City.
Ah, yes. What do you plan on doing there?
I need to visit their library.
The library? Indeed. They are collectors, these dark people. They collect all sorts of knowledge, arcane, forbidden knowledge. Anyway, as luck would have it, there's a shadow ship docked down in the harbor right now. I'm sure they'll let the famous April Ryan, I'm sure they will give you passage to their city.
That's perfect, thank you.
So, I hope there's no children watching this. I kind of don't know this game by heart, know when to expect that kind of talk. Never mind.
You said something about being an author?
I published one. I wrote my memoirs a few years ago. Farewell to my Wizarding Days by Roper F. Clax.
What's the F stand for?
Nothing. It just looked better on the cover. Anyway, as it turned out, the first and only print run had a slight problem. A small charm made its way onto page 108. When readers got to that page, the book, as misfortune would have it, exploded.
And you had nothing to do with that.
Me? Absolutely not. I've been acquitted of all charges, and every single lawsuit has been dismissed in the magical court. I'm quite innocent. It does mean, however, that only one copy of Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Roper F. Clax exists, and that would be mine. I've decharmed it, and page 108 is quite safe to read now, if you're interested.
Not really, no.
Yeah, so that would be our one-of-a-kind book. Gimme.
Would you be interested in parting with that book of yours?
Oh, I don't know. It's the last remaining copy, you know. All the other copies spontaneously combusted.
I'm aware of that, But I need something to get me passage on that shadow ship down in Shady Quay.
You believe my book would help with that?
Maybe. The Dark people collect books, and yours is quite unique. Isn't that so?
It is. It is.
Wouldn't you consider it an honor to have your first published novel become a part of the greatest library in Arcadia?
I would indeed. Wait, I have it right here. I carry it with me always. There you go. Treat it with care. Don't let it get wet. Don't feed it red meat. And for the love of the balance, do not hold it upside down when there's a full moon. Oh, never again shall I glance upon the top 10 reasons why you should not build a flying castle on page 42 and smile knowingly.
But think about it. Thousands of people will get to enjoy your unique outlook on life. Your book will be part of something much, much greater.
You're right. Of course, you're right. Go on, take it away, or I shall become emotional, and when a wizard weeps, the whole world weeps with him. Oh, the humanity, the humanity.
Yeah. We have that one-of-a-kind book. Let's GTFO. Wow. He's a hell of a character. I know. He is going to be a hell of a character in the Dreamfall Chapters, but his bizarre nature is going to be fleshed out a little, I will say. I don't want to spoil things, but they make him a little more complicated. Which isn't saying much, I know, but they do try. Wait, no. Can I do this?
This is the only remaining copy of Clax's novel, and if I'm lucky, it won't blow up in my hands.
Well, I guess they have read Discworld, the authors, the developers of this game.
You collect books, isn't that right?
We collect all that is written and recorded. Books, scrolls, stones, crystals, history, poetry, journals, stories. From the first word to someday, the last. Until our collection is complete, we will continue to travel, to trade, and to collect.
I guess the last existing copy of a rare book would be pretty important to you.
It would be, unless we already possess it.
You don't. Not this one. Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Rupert F. Clax.
I will speak with my brothers at the library. This is a book we do not have. We need it for our library. Will you part with it?
For a price. I need to get to your city.
Show me the book, so that I can see for myself.
Ah. Telepathy shenanigans.
Very well, Hugh. This book is of value to us. We will grant you passage on our shadow ship.
Thank you. When do we leave?
Very soon. We await only the last deliveries from our suppliers. Step aboard.
Okay. The episode is getting on. And
You sure you don't want anything to eat?
I
can order in.
I'm not very hungry. Thanks, though.
All right. Some coffee? Tea?
No, thanks.
I have, whiskey.
I'm fine, Damien. Really.
All right.
So, what do you think?
I think you shouldn't believe a word of what that man told you. He's trying to get inside your head. There's no proof that anything's happened to Reza.
I hope you're right. I've come this far, and it turns out Reza's...
Stop it. There's nothing to be gained from imagining the worst. He must be very important to you. Reza, I mean.
He is. Reza was my best friend for so long, and I was totally in love with him. When that feeling went away, I don't love him any less, but it's different now. I don't know what's going on with me. I've lost faith.
Not just in him. In everything. School, my friends, my hobbies, my future. Reza. Nothing seems to matter that much anymore. And that's why, when Reza went missing, I knew I had to go after him. Not just because he's my friend, and not just because I love him, but because if I didn't, then who would I be? What would I be? I may not like the Zoe I'm turning into, but I would have hated the Zoe who just abandoned her best friend like that. So, yes, he's very important to me. Of course. And right now, more than anything in the world, I want him to be okay.
So, that man.
The one in the garden. He acted like he's behind the whole thing. Like he controls Waticorp.
I've heard rumors. I've never actually believed. I think his name is Alvin Peets.
Peets? The guy who founded Wati?
He'd be several hundred years old, but in a way, it still makes sense. It's a sort of urban water cooler legend. Whatever happened to Alvin Peets? No one knows. There are lots of theories. Some say they've heard he's been kept alive by machines, and that he still controls Watercorp. It's the kind of thing you have a good laugh at.
He wasn't just hooked up to a machine, Damien. He looked like he was a machine. At least partly so. And he was just evil, sad, pathetic and hateful. He claimed that we were stealing his senses. I think he was actually afraid of me.
From what you told me earlier, it sounds like he's completely dependent on the wire. The static must be scaring the hell out of him. If he needs the wire to see and hear, he's completely lost without it.
I just don't feel safe anymore. He knew who I was. He's been inside Reza's dreams. He has spies everywhere. Cameras, bots.
Don't worry, Zoe. He won't find you here, I promise. I'll check around tomorrow, see if I can dig up any information on Pete's. You must be tired. I'm keeping you up.
I'm sorry. I'm just... Yeah, I am quite tired. I guess I should find a hotel and figure out what to do next. Thanks for the clothes, Damien. Oh...
Hey, no, there's no need to find a hotel. You can stay here. I mean, if you're comfortable with that. I can sleep on the floor.
Oh, you really don't have to.
I know, but you've been through a lot, and you're helping me out, so the least I can do is let you sleep in my bed. That didn't come out right. You know what I mean.
Thanks, Damien. If you're okay with me staying here, I will.
Okay, so, let me get the bed ready for you.
That's okay. I can...
Yeah. Well, I guess you can give me a hand.
Okay. Yes. Great.
By the way, if I'm gone when you wake up tomorrow, don't be alarmed. I have to be at the office quite early.
Oh, that's okay. I'll be fine. I'll just stay here.
Good. Let me find you a sheet and a cover.
So, long cutscenes are long.
This is it, Apostle. The Empire's greatest achievement east of Sadir. A monument to our might and to our faith.
Even in Sadir, there is nothing that can compare to this. Why was it built so tall?
You're asking the wrong man. I don't question the infinite wisdom of the Six. I have absolute faith in their decisions.
Of course, as do we all.
Go right inside, Apostle. The emissary is expecting you.
Okay. I was actually sort of wondering back at the docks whether I should brave all the cutscenes or cut the episode early, but the cutscenes, they came early. Surprised me a little. But yeah, it is time to end the episode, and we'll have a lot of good cutscenes as well. Yeah, a lot more cutscenes in the next episode, I meant to say. I can word sometimes. It happens. I've been known to speak coherently. Okay. Goodbye for now.